Florence Pugh is one of Hollywood's brightest stars, whose career has soared thanks to her incredible talent and charisma. But beyond her captivating roles, Florence has always captured attention with her personal life. She's not afraid to speak about the complexities of relationships under constant scrutiny, and each of her romances has become a subject of fervent discussion. Today, we'll dive into the most intimate corners of her love stories, from public scandals to intriguing whispers. Zach Braff, 2019 to 2022. Florence and Zach Braff's story began in 2019 after they worked together on Zach's short film, In the Time It Takes to Get There. Whispers suggested an instant spark, and their professional connection quickly blossomed into something more. Their romance almost immediately came under public scrutiny, as their 21-year age difference became the main topic of gossip. Florence, quite young at the time, faced a wave of criticism and attacks online. Rumors hinted that Zach, being older and more experienced, exerted some influence over her, which displeased some of her fans. Florence fiercely defended their relationship, calling critics petty and unpleasant. She often reminded everyone that her private life was her business alone. In 2022, seemingly out of nowhere, Florence shocked fans by announcing her split from Zach in a Harper's Bazaar interview. She emphasized that they did so secretly to avoid public discussion. Why such secrecy? Perhaps they feared another wave of hate, or simply wished to maintain their dignity and shield their feelings from prying eyes. Even more intrigue was added by Zach Braff's film A Good Person, 2023, in which Florence played the lead role. The film was released after their breakup, and many critics and fans noticed parallels to their own story, suggesting Zach may have used their relationship as inspiration. It's not unlikely that working on such emotional and intimate scenes, while their relationship was already fracturing, could have been a factor in their final separation. Will Poulter, rumored, 2022. In May 2022, paparazzi attention shifted to photos of Florence with her co-star from the cult horror film Midsommar, Will Poulter. They were photographed together on a beach in Ibiza, and the pictures, showing them looking very close, instantly went viral, sparking a flurry of rumors about a new romance for Florence. Their on-screen chemistry in Midsommar was undeniable, only fueling the interest. However, Florence, having learned from the bitter experience of public scrutiny, reacted swiftly. She quickly issued a denial on her social media, stating they were just friends and had been vacationing with a large group. Why was she so emphatic? Perhaps she was trying to protect a potentially budding relationship from early exposure, or she genuinely didn't want to fuel gossip. Some insiders whispered there was an undeniable chemistry between them, but busy schedules and media pressure kept them from pursuing anything further. Given her negative experience with Zach Braff, Florence likely chose to be extremely cautious about showcasing her private life, even if there was an initial spark. Charlie Gooch, 2023. In early 2023, a new person entered Florence's life, British photographer Charlie Gooch. They were spotted together multiple times, and on Valentine's Day, they were even seen holding hands, clearly indicating a romantic connection. Unlike Zach Braff, Charlie wasn't a public figure in Hollywood, which might have been Florence's attempt to find a more normal relationship, away from the spotlight and constant attention. Perhaps she sought a sense of calm and stability. However, this romance proved to be short-lived. By the summer of 2023, reports emerged of their breakup. The reason? As often cited, Florence's busy schedule. But was that the real reason? Or did Florence realize that even normal relationships require immense effort and sacrifice, which she wasn't yet ready to make given her rapidly ascending career? Some sources speculated that their differing lifestyles proved too much for a long-term commitment. Finn Cole, rumored since 2024. Towards the end of 2024, new rumors began circulating. Florence was spotted in the company of British actor Finn Cole, known for his role as Michael Gray in the series Peaky Blinders. Their joint public appearances only fueled suspicions of a possible romance. In a recent British Vogue interview, Florence confirmed she was in a new relationship but declined to name her partner. She explained it was her desire to protect him from the criticism and attention she herself had faced in the past. This secrecy only intensifies interest in her new romance. Florence called this relationship a very private story, which could indicate the depth of her feelings and the seriousness of her intentions. Perhaps she has indeed found someone with whom she is ready to build a long-term relationship, while also wanting to shield it as much as possible from prying eyes. Insiders whisper that Finn and Florence are very similar in spirit and values, making their connection special. It seems Florence has learned from her past experiences and now seeks maximum privacy in her personal life. This makes her new romance even more intriguing. Who knows what secrets this new chapter holds?
So hello! Glad you found some time to drop by.
Today, I want to tell you about someone whose career is simply explosive and whose music truly touches the soul. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Dua Lipa. Her songs are breaking all records, but her personal life, that's a whole saga in itself, no less. Let's dive into these stories together today. There's so much curious and insightful stuff there. From her very first heart connections to what's happening now. I think it'll be interesting. Isaac Carew, 2013-2017. Remember how you and I often talked about first serious relationships? Well, Dua Lipa had a story like that with Isaac Carew. This was even before she became a superstar, back in 2013. They met, and they say a spark immediately flew. It was clear there was something special between them. The attraction was obvious, and they were such a cute young couple. You know, their story was quite eventful. They dated for several years, supporting each other when Dua was just starting her music journey. He was there when she recorded her debut album. But, as often happens, the relationship came to an end. In 2017, they broke up. The reasons varied. Dua's hectic schedule, constant touring, and simply different life paths. Of course, breakups are never easy. But they managed to move on, each in their own way. And actually, there were rumors that the song New Rules was partly inspired by their relationship. Can you imagine? But life, it doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met Paul Klein, 2017 to 2018. After breaking up with Isaac in 2017, Dua Lipa briefly dated British model and chef Paul Klein. Remember how they met? It was at Event Unknown, but they say a spark flew right after her split from Isaac. It was clear there was something special between them. They often appeared in public together. You know, their story was quite short but eventful. They traveled together often, and Dua seemed to enjoy this new chapter in her life. However, as often happens, the relationship came to an end. Around early 2018, they broke up. The reasons were most likely connected to Dua's schedule, which was becoming increasingly demanding due to her rising popularity. Of course, breakups are never easy, but Dua quickly moved on. But life, it doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met Anwar Hadid, 2019 to 2021. You've definitely heard the name Anwar Hadid, brother to supermodels Bella and Gigi. Their romance began in June 2019, and all of Hollywood was buzzing. They met through mutual friends, and the chemistry between them was just incredible. The attraction was obvious, and they became one of the most talked about couples. You know, their story was full of ups and downs, like being on a seesaw. They lived together, traveled a lot, constantly posted joint photos on social media. It seemed quite serious. By the way, someone in their circle later said that they understood each other very well, being both from creative families. Can you imagine how tough it must have been for them under such intense media scrutiny? But unfortunately, this relationship also came to an end. In December 2021, rumors of a breakup emerged, and then they were confirmed. The reasons were, as always, complex. Work, constant travel, and perhaps simply fading feelings. Of course, breakups are never easy, but they managed to remain on good terms, as much as possible in their world. Sometimes, life throws such plot twists our way. But life, it doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met Aaron Piper. June 2022, brief rumors. You know, in the celebrity world, sometimes a single photo or video can spark a whole wave of rumors. That's exactly what happened with Spanish actor Aaron Piper in June 2022. They were spotted dancing in a nightclub in Madrid, and it immediately caused a stir. It was clear they were enjoying the moment. However, you know, it was more like a fleeting infatuation or even just a friendly get-together. Shortly after that, Aaron Piper was seen with another well-known personality, which essentially dispelled all rumors of a serious romance with Dua. It happens so often, doesn't it? Publicity generates so many speculations. But life? It doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met
Trevor Noah, September 2022.
Brief rumors. Another interesting story that, like many others, remained in the realm of rumors was her possible fling with the famous comedian and TV host Trevor Noah. In September 2022, they were photographed together after dinner in New York. They looked quite sweet, hugging and even seemingly sharing a goodbye kiss on the cheek. To me, it looked like a friendly meeting, or perhaps the start of something that never quite developed. Despite the photos quickly spreading online, neither Dua nor Trevor commented on these rumors, and they weren't seen together again. Sometimes celebrities just have dinner with friends, and the press already conjures up romances, right? But life, it doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met Jack Harlow, December 2022, brief rumors. After her breakup with Anwar, various rumors began to circulate around Dua Lipa, and one of the most discussed was her possible romance with rapper Jack Harlow. It was said that a spark flew after he released a song named after her. This was in December 2022. Although there was no official confirmation of their relationship, paparazzi caught them together several times, which, of course, fueled the fire. It seemed more like a flirtation or a brief crush than something serious. To me, it was like a game of cat and mouse with the press. In short, it all quickly faded away, and no major announcements came from them. But life, it doesn't stand still, does it? And soon enough, Dua Lipa met Romain Gavras, 2023. After all these ups and downs, Dua Lipa enjoyed being single for a while, focusing on her music. But then, in February 2023, she started being seen with French director Romain Gavras. This was quite unexpected for many. They appeared together at the Cannes Film Festival in May, and it caused quite a stir. It was clear there was a spark between them, and they looked quite happy. Their relationship, at least publicly, developed quite calmly. They didn't flaunt it as much as she did with Anwar, but they were seen together at various events. It was such a touching story, as if Dua had found someone who understood her creative nature. However, unfortunately, this relationship also didn't last long. In December 2023, reports emerged that they had broken up, citing different priorities and busy schedules.
Callum Turner, 2024, present.
And now, we've arrived at today. Currently, Dua Lipa seems to be happily in a relationship with British actor Callum Turner. Rumors of their romance emerged in January 2024, and quite quickly they stopped hiding their feelings. They've been seen together at various events, and they aren't shy about showing affection in public. As far as we can tell, their relationship is developing harmoniously. Dua looks very happy and relaxed with Callum. It's really interesting to observe how her personal life changes with each new chapter. To me, it seems like she's finally found someone she's comfortable and at ease with. Well, what can you say? The lives of public figures are a real series, with all the dramas, passions, and of course, love. Sometimes it feels like their stories are a reflection of our own experiences, just under the microscope of millions of eyes. I've always wondered how they manage to balance their private and public lives. What do you think? Which of these stories resonated with you the most? Or perhaps you have your own thoughts on the matter. I'd be very interested to hear your opinion.
If Hollywood were a wild safari, Zoë Kravitz would be that elusive panther, luring the fiercest predators only to slip away after a few days, leaving a trail of broken hearts. Today we're diving into why every one of Zoë Kravitz's relationships ended, and what's behind those fresh rumors about Zoe and Harry Styles. Buckle up, because this could be explosive. In this video, we'll uncover the story of all Zoë Kravitz's romances and find the common thread. Let's get started. Ben Foster, 2008. Zoë Kravitz, a young actress just starting her Hollywood journey, met Ben Foster in 2008 on the set of Birds of America. Their on-screen chemistry quickly turned real. Flirting between takes, shared jokes, and stolen glances laid the foundation for their romance, her first public one. The couple was first spotted together at Madonna's gala, acting like smitten teenagers, beaming with smiles and clinging to each other. Those cozy, warm appearances were the peak of their relationship, with Zoe later describing their bond as innocent but intense, fueled by youthful passion. The romance lasted just a few months, from spring to the end of summer 2008. But whispers of trouble started leaking. Ben, older and more established, seemed to want something serious, while Zoe, just launching her career, craved freedom. The press buzzed about his possible jealousy and the relationship moving too fast, adding tension. The main reason for the split? Hectic filming schedules that kept them apart, and a gap in age and priorities. Ben wanted stability, Zoe wanted independence and career focus. The breakup was quiet, no public drama. Ben was reportedly heartbroken, while Zoe seemed to shrug off a weight. She later said, "It was a lesson in balancing career and love." Her parents, especially Lenny Kravitz, played a role too. His advice about independence likely reinforced her choice to avoid relationships that didn't align with her ambitions. Ezra Miller, 2010. Another co-star, this time from Beware the Gonzo. They met on set in New York, with Zoe playing the cool girl and Ezra the eccentric genius. Sparks flew during rehearsals. They talked for hours about art, and Zoe told friends she felt electricity. It was a short but fiery romance, filled with festival parties. Ezra called her his muse in interviews, and fans speculated their creative synergy was more than just a fling. The relationship lasted a few months, ending when filming wrapped. The main reason? Distance. Ezra was off shooting another project, and they couldn't keep up. Plus, their career ambitions pulled them in different directions, creating tension. They parted ways after a dinner where Ezra was emotional, and Zoe stayed calm. "We stayed friends," she'd later say. They worked together again in Fantastic Beasts, and the press couldn't resist stirring up old wounds. Michael Fassbender, 2010-2011. The same year brought Michael Fassbender on the set of X-Men First Class. They connected behind the scenes, rehearsing scenes, and the chemistry was undeniable. Michael's Irish charm won Zoe over with his humor. Their peak? Low-key dates in New York's West Village, spotted holding hands at brunch. Zoe felt the thrill of a mature connection, as she hinted in a podcast, while Michael was smitten by her independence. Rumors of jealousy toward co-stars swirled, but nothing was confirmed. The relationship lasted about a year. Things unraveled, reportedly due to Michael's rising career, with back-to-back projects creating constant distance and stress. Zoe later mentioned the press's pressure and their different paces of life as factors. They split in London after filming, with bittersweet hugs. Zoe later reflected, "It was growth through pain," highlighting the media scrutiny that followed their every move. Chris Pine, 2010, 2014, 2015. Rumors first sparked in 2010 after flirty vibes at the Met Gala in New York, but the real wave hit in 2014-2015. They met through mutual industry friends at London Fashion Week. Zoe loved the ease of it, and Chris was drawn to her intellect. Whispers of secret LA meetups thrilled fans. The 2010 flirt was brief, just a couple of dates, but the main romance ran from fall 2014 to spring 2015, about a year. It ended quietly due to clashing schedules. Chris was filming blockbusters like Star Trek, while Zoe focused on her career, leading to emotional burnout and loneliness. Penn Badgley, 2011-2013. Penn Badgley, the Gossip Girl star. They met through friends at a New York party. Early days were all romantic walks, with Penn calling it mind-blowing love. Then came 2 years of passion, joint interviews where Zoe glowed. "He made me feel alive," she'd say. Marriage rumors swirled, but in 2013, they split. Career differences were to blame. The relationship lasted exactly 2 years, from summer 2011 to June 2013. Post-breakup, Penn was heartbroken, Zoë reflective. "We were on different paths," she said in an interview. Penn spoke of earth-shattering love, but admitted their career views clashed. Zoë was filming movies, Penn was rapping Gossip Girl and shifting to new roles, leading to an emotional rift. They tried to handle the distance, but became exes. Drake, 2013. They met at Beyoncé's New York concert, spotted kissing. It was a brief fling. Zoë commented on the Drake rumors in 2017. "It was fun. Jealousy rumors swirled. The fling lasted a couple of months, fizzling out due to Drake's tour schedule and Zoe's focus on her music and films, making it unsustainable. Drake seemed disappointed, but they stayed friends."
Noah Gabriel Becker, 2014.
Zoe and Noah Gabriel Becker met at Coachella in spring 2014. Their romance kicked off in the vibrant festival vibe full of music and freedom, perfectly matching Zoe's vibe at the time. They bonded fast over casual hangouts, parties, and a shared love for creativity. The peak was summer 2014 when they were often seen together and the press buzzed about a summer love, fueling talk of a passionate but breezy fling. It lasted about 4 to 5 months. The split came down to their youth and differing priorities. Zoe, riding her acting career's wave, wanted professional growth, while Noah, tied to the music scene, lived a more laid-back life. Their festival-fueled romance, full of emotion and spontaneity, couldn't grow into something serious due to a lack of common ground. Zoe later hinted this taught her about her goals and the value of independence. George Lewis Jr., 2015. Zoe and George Lewis Jr., aka Twin Shadow, met in LA in early 2015 through music circles. Their connection started with a song collaboration, where creative chemistry turned romantic. The peak hit mid-2015, passionate months of party appearances and music events fueled talk of their creative fire. Zoe called the relationship inspiring, saying George sparked new ideas in her music and art. It lasted 6 to 8 months. They split after an emotional studio talk, driven by creative differences and exhaustion. Intense music work and busy schedules created tension, with rumors of mutual social media unfollows adding fuel. Zoe later shared that this taught her what she wanted in partners, especially balancing creativity and personal life. Carl Glusman, 2016 to 2021. Their romance started as a whirlwind. Zoe was captivated by Carl's honesty and sincerity, which she later called key to her falling for him. Things moved fast, with an engagement in 2018. The peak was their 2019 wedding at Lenny Kravitz's Paris home, which Zoe called magical in Vogue, radiating joy. The relationship spanned 5 years, October 2016 to December 2020, with 18 months as a married couple. But behind the romance, cracks formed. Constant media scrutiny and long separations due to Zoe and Carl's filming schedules bred tension. Zoe was often on set, Carl on his projects, leading to emotional distance. Zoe later admitted, "I felt empty," tying the split to her self-reflection and drive for independence, inspired by her parents, especially Lenny.
Channing Tatum, 2021 to 2024.
Zoe and Channing Tatum met on the set of Blink Twice in New York, where Zoe debuted as a director and Channing starred. Sparks flew instantly. Shared scene discussions and Channing's charm created strong chemistry that turned romantic. Things escalated fast, with an engagement announced in 2023, the peak of their story. Zoe glowed, calling Channing "someone who gets my chaos" in interviews, praising his support for her creative ambitions. They appeared together at events, showing affection and connection, with rumors of kids stirring buzz. The romance lasted 3 years, but post-Blink Twice press tour, cracks emerged. They split in October 2024 in LA, officially due to scheduling conflicts. The real reasons ran deeper, different life stages. Channing, a father from a prior marriage, wanted a bigger family and an LA life, while Zoe prioritized independence, her career, and New York. Her dive into directing and his acting projects led to fading feelings. Zoe was devastated, hinting in a podcast, "My heart's broken, but I'm growing." Noah Centineo, 2025. Zoe and Noah Centineo started dating in February 2025 after meeting at a New York party. Their romance took off fast, fueled by a shared youthful vibe. The peak was spring 2025. with late-night LA dinners and cozy moments. The press called it label-free, highlighting its casual, uncommitted vibe. It lasted about 4 months, never officially confirmed. The split was quiet, no drama. Likely reasons? Noah's young career hustle and Zoe's focus on her directing and acting projects. They simply phased out, as insiders put it, realizing their paths diverged. Austin Butler, 2024 to 2025. Rumors of Zoe and Austin Butler started in October 2024, when they were caught kissing on the set of Caught Stealing, a crime thriller by Darren Aronofsky. Their on-screen lovers' chemistry spilled into real life, grabbing headlines. Another wave hit August 21, 2025, when they were spotted cozy at Paris's Dragon Bar, looking close and relaxed. The peak was the film's London premiere, where their warm glances and subtle touches stole the show. As of August 2025, the rumored romance has lasted about 10 months but remains unconfirmed. They're often seen together on set, at promo events and parties, fueling speculation. Are they just friends or more? The press is abuzz, especially after reports of steamy embraces and insider talk of undeniable chemistry. Zoe stays silent, while Austin denied rumors to TMZ in July 2025, only adding intrigue. For now, their connection thrives on shared work and mutual admiration. Austin called Zoe cool and fun, and she praised his professionalism. But uncertainty and media pressure could test their bond. Harry Styles, 2025. And where did those Harry Styles rumors come from? It all kicked off on August 24, 2025 in Rome. Paparazzi caught them holding hands on a romantic stroll. The video blew up online with fans freaking out. Harry and Zoe? It's a dream. They likely met through industry friends. Harry's been in films, Zoe's in music. They looked relaxed, smiling. Both are famously private, but fans are buzzing about a new chapter post-Zoe's Tatum split. The rumors exploded, tweets about the perfect couple, but no confirmation. As of now, neither star has commented and reps are silent. Zoe's under a media microscope. Her career's peaking, she's navigating post-breakup life, and her parents' influence pushes her toward freedom. In a 2024 interview, Zoe said, "I'm tired of rumors, but they're part of the game. Now a new wave hits. The relationship, if it's not just PR, is just beginning." Check out the video on all of Harry Styles' romances in the description or at the end of this video. Zoë Kravitz's pattern. Her romances, full of passion and vibrant moments, almost always burn out fast, averaging a few months. The main reasons? Hectic schedules, career priorities, Zoe's drive for independence, and emotional disconnects from clashing life goals. These lessons have made her stronger, reflected in her deeper roles and introspective music. So, what do you think? Is Harry Styles her next big thing, or just another fleeting fling? Share your thoughts in the comments. Who's next on Zoe's list? Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more drama.
Have you ever wondered what life hides behind Gigi Hadid's perfect smile? Behind those glossy covers and bright Instagram snapshots we see everywhere? Today, we're diving into everything we've gathered about her dating history and trying to reveal the full truth about all of her mysterious relationships. Who are the men who've passed through the heart of one of the world's most famous supermodels? Get ready for surprising details and unexpected insights from the world of Gigi Hadid and all her boyfriends. Let's begin. Cody Simpson, 2013-2014. One of Gigi's first notable romances was with Australian singer Cody Simpson. At the time, Gigi was just launching her modeling career, while Cody had already found fame in the music world. Their romance felt like a teenage dream, young, ambitious, always in the spotlight. They appeared together at public events and on social media, sharing warm, genuine moments. This relationship became a major chapter in her early personal life and a crash course in public romance. They broke up in 2014, but reportedly stayed on good terms. Tyler Cameron, 2015. This story began in 2015, when Gigi was still a rising name in fashion, and Tyler Cameron had just stepped into the spotlight on The Bachelorette. They met at a party in Los Angeles, and it was like a movie scene, just a casual gathering where suddenly sparks flew, or at least a subtle, flirty crackle, as it often happens at such events. Their relationship was light and easy, romantic, but without serious commitments. Gigi later described it as an important experience, but said it was too soon for anything serious. You could say it was her first step into the world of adult dating, with all the spotlight and whispers that come with it. Some called it a PR stunt. But fans bought into the romance because the photos looked so real. Even the harshest Instagram critics went quiet. For a while. The Weeknd, 2015. Gigi shared a close friendship with Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd. They were often seen together at events, supporting each other and exchanging compliments. Though rumors swirled, nothing was ever officially confirmed. It seemed to be more of a strong, creative and personal bond, without a romantic label. Joe Jonas, 2015-2016. Next up in her dating history, Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. They met through mutual friends at a music event in New York, and things moved fast. Night walks through Manhattan, secret hangouts, cryptic Instagram posts. It all felt like a fairy tale. But in one interview, Gigi said Joe was more of a friend with benefits than a serious partner. Maybe it was their busy schedules, maybe different priorities. In any case, their relationship remained low drama, at least in public. The media tried to stir up a celebrity breakup scandal, but the two split quietly and amicably. Still, the experience taught Gigi one thing. In relationships under a microscope, you need patience and a sense of humor. Zayn Malik, 2015 to 2018, reunited 2019 to 2021. Ah yes, the Zayn Malik era, the longest and most iconic chapter in Gigi's love life. They met in 2015 at a music event, and according to insiders, the chemistry was instant, magnetic even. Their relationship had everything: highs, lows, breakups, makeups. They never hid from the cameras. Their red carpet appearances and magazine covers became fan obsessions. In a rare interview, Gigi said, "He understands me better than anyone." But constant media pressure, rumors of jealousy, and endless tabloid gossip pushed their relationship to the limit. Even when they were apart, both spoke warmly of each other, which explains their many attempts to reconcile. In 2021, they welcomed a daughter, a life-changing moment, and a new chapter in Gigi Hadid's dating story. Luka Sabbat, 2018. In 2018, Gigi was linked to model and actor Luka Sabbat. They met during a fashion project and quickly became the talk of the industry. The romance lasted only a few months, but it made headlines. They were spotted at parties, posted cozy Instagram stories, and fans went wild. Some insiders called it a publicity stunt, but others believed there was something real between them. Gigi, at the time, said she valued freedom and lightness in her relationships, which explains the short-lived fling, and adds another spicy layer to her list of boyfriends. Shawn Mendes, rumored, 2018. In 2018, rumors swirled about Gigi and singer Shawn Mendes. No public outings, no official statements, but the Instagram likes and flirty comments? Fans took those and ran with them. Still, this seemed like a fleeting interest that never turned into anything real. Tyga, rumored, 2019. In 2019, the internet buzzed with gossip about Gigi and rapper Tyga. They were spotted at several LA events together, which was enough to spark wild speculation. No confirmations ever came. Gigi stayed silent, which only fueled curiosity. If anything did happen, it stayed in the shadows.
Leonardo DiCaprio, 2022.
Yes, that Leo. In 2022, fresh off his breakup with longtime girlfriend Camila Morrone, Leonardo DiCaprio shocked the internet by suddenly being spotted with Gigi Hadid. It started with a few blurry paparazzi photos from exclusive New York events. Then came dinner dates, after parties, and, as one insider claimed, a very private gathering in the Hamptons. Neither Gigi nor Leo ever confirmed the romance publicly, but anonymous sources described their connection as light, playful, and non-committal. Leo, of course, is famously known for dating models under 25. Gigi? She had just crossed that sacred Leo threshold. And yet, here they were, smiling, chatting, enjoying each other's company. Was it a real romance? A rebound? Or just two A-listers having fun? No one knows for sure, but one thing's certain. When Leonardo DiCaprio is involved, the internet pays attention. And yes, we've got a full video about Leo's legendary dating history. Check the link up top or in the description. Bradley Cooper, 2023-2025. Just when everyone thought Gigi Hadid was taking a break from romance, she re-emerged on the radar, with none other than Bradley Cooper. Yes, that Bradley. Oscar-nominated actor, director, former partner of Arena Shayk, a man known for intense roles and even more intense relationships. The rumors kicked off in fall 2023 when the two were spotted leaving a fancy New York restaurant late at night. Then came photos of casual strolls, cozy car rides, and even overnight visits. Paparazzi had a field day. According to insiders, they met through mutual friends, and apparently things got serious fast. Gigi was even seen spending time with Bradley's daughter, Leah, and she reportedly handled it with ease, like it was the most natural thing in the world. The age gap? Over 20 years. But no one seemed to care. Gigi's attracted to stability and confidence. Bradley? Reportedly done with the drama of the celebrity dating scene. There have been no official confirmations, no red carpets, no interviews. But body language? It speaks volumes. Sources close to the pair say there's real chemistry, and for the first time in a long time, Gigi looks peaceful, grounded, and happy. Maybe it's just a beautiful moment. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the beginning of her most mature, grown-up love story yet.